Today we're going to answer the question, what is business intelligence and why every entrepreneur needs it right now? If I sat down with you right now and said, okay, who are your most profitable clients? What marketing actually brought them to you? And which of them are most likely to refer you this year? Could you answer that? Could you answer it instantly? Could you answer it in under 2 minutes? Most of the entrepreneurs I work with couldn't when they first came to me. And I've worked with thousands of them over more than 2 decades. So I'm not saying that to be harsh. I'm saying it because it's almost universal. And here's why it happens. The data that would answer those questions is sitting in 5 different systems that don't talk to each other. It's sitting in your CRM, your email platform, your calendar, your billing software, and it's also sitting in your head. So you do what most business owners do. You keep marketing to everybody. You keep guessing on offers. You keep doing the things that feel like they should be working instead of the things that you know are working. That is a business intelligence problem. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to fix it using AI as well as your own actual intelligence. And we're going to do that so your marketing is built on real answers instead of expensive guesswork, specifically for getting clients, and especially for getting clients on LinkedIn through a strategy called account-based marketing. Now, I run a free weekly workshop on account-based marketing and how to use AI for business intelligence to land your perfect prospects on LinkedIn. If you want to come and work through this live with me, you can head over to abmclass.com and grab a spot. I'll put the link somewhere on this screen. But right now, let's get into what we're here for today. Let's talk about the real cost of marketing without business intelligence. So here's the scenario that I see constantly. A service business, the owner of a service business, let's say 3 years in, 5 years, maybe 10, solid client base, decent revenue. They're doing the marketing things. They've got an email list. They're doing social media, maybe a little bit of paid ads, some networking events, and growth just feels random. They have good months, slow months, referrals spike sometimes and then they dry up, and they have no idea why. They're spending money on marketing. They just can't tell which parts are actually working. Now, I worked with a financial advisor a while back. 11 years in business, over 200 clients, fantastic retention. And here's what's interesting about that guy. He had more behavioral data on his clients than most companies 3 times his size. He knew which events triggered financial reviews. He knew which clients referred and which didn't. He knew which service combinations led to the longest client relationships. He just didn't know that he knew it because it was buried in his CRM. Some of it was hidden in his calendar. Some of it was in his email history, and some was in his own memory. So what was he doing? Still cold calling strangers instead of targeting the kind of person that's most likely to become his best client based on 11 years of the evidence that he'd already collected. The mistake many people make is thinking that it's a hustle problem, that it's a strategy problem. It's not. It's a business intelligence problem, and it's costing him, and it could be costing you real revenue every single month. When we fixed it, when we turned what he already knew into a system he could actually use, his outreach conversion rate more than doubled. Not because he got better at sales, but because he stopped wasting time cold calling the wrong people, and he started focusing on his perfect prospect. And that's really what I want to do for you here. Keep it grounded in marketing outcomes, not some kind of weird theory that you might have. Okay, so let me define this properly. Not the textbook version, the version that matters for actually growing your business. Business intelligence is the practice of turning the data your business already generates into clear answers to specific questions, so you can make better decisions, better marketing decisions, faster, with more confidence. That's it. It's not software. It's not a data team. It's a practice. And from a marketing standpoint, there are 3 distinct layers to it. Layer 1 is what happened. revenue last month, lead sources, conversion rates, new clients versus lost clients. Most businesses have some version of this. It's backwards looking. It tells you history, and it's necessary, but it's not enough. Layer 2 is what actually happened. This is where the growth insights live. Not just revenue was up 20%, but why? Was it one specific offer, one audience, or one referral from a specific type of client? This is where you stop guessing and start understanding what's actually driving results. Most businesses skip this layer entirely and jump straight from data to action, which is why they keep making the same mistakes. Layer 3 is what to do next. This is where business intelligence earns its name. You're not just going to look at the data, you're going to use it to decide who to target, what to offer, when to reach out, what message to use. This is the layer that turns your marketing from a broadcast into something very precise. In fact, here's an analogy that I like to use. Data is the raw ingredients. Intelligence is the meal. You can have a kitchen full of food and still not know what you're going to cook for dinner. That is most businesses right now. The data is there. The answers are there. They just don't have a system to turn it into something that you can actually act on. And for a long time, that was completely understandable. Building that system used to require a dedicated data team, some expensive software, and technical skills that are unreasonable to expect from a 5 or 10 person service business. But that's changed. And the thing that changed it was AI. Now, I want to be specific here because this isn't just AI helps with data now. It goes a whole lot deeper than that. I think what you need to understand is there are 3 barriers standing between small businesses and real business intelligence, and AI can knock all 3 of them down. Barrier number 1 is technical skill. To query your own database, you used to need to know SQL, for example, SQL, a programming language most business owners have never touched. But now you can type that query in plain English. You can question which of my clients in the last 18 months came from referrals and spent more than $5,000 and get answers back in seconds. So that barrier is gone. Barrier number 2 was analytical horsepower. Finding meaningful patterns in complex data used to require a trained analyst, someone who could look at thousands of rows of customer behavior and spot what actually was driving results. AI does that now faster, more consistently, and without having to spend a 6-figure salary, so that barrier is gone. Barrier number 3 is cost. The business intelligence software that enterprise companies used to use costs hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. The equivalent capability today costs less than your Zoom subscription. So that barrier is gone. All 3 barriers are now down. And so what does that mean? Well, it means the only thing standing between you and data-driven marketing right now is knowing what to do with the capability that's sitting right in front of you. And by the way, that's exactly what I teach in my free weekly workshop. Every week I walk entrepreneurs through how to take this AI and business intelligence approach and apply it specifically to LinkedIn. So you can identify your ideal prospects, get visible to them, and start landing clients without cold messaging strangers or running ads that never convert anyways. So if you want to get in on the next one, I do them every week. Just go to abmclass.com. I'll include the link on the screen and in the description. Now, I want to be straight with you about the competitive reality here. The businesses that get this figured out in the next 12 months or so are going to look like they have an unfair advantage over the ones that don't. They're going to know which prospects are most likely to buy before they even pick up the phone or send an email. They're going to know which clients are at the risk of leaving before those clients start shopping around. And they're going to know exactly which message to send to which segment at exactly the right time. That's not magic. That's business intelligence with artificial intelligence behind it, and it's available to you right now at this very moment. Okay, let me paint a few pictures for you. Same business, same market, same services. Without business intelligence, you've got an email list, maybe of about 2,000 people. You send the same campaign to all of them. Open rates are okay, clicks are okay, a few people convert. You do it again next month with a different subject line and a tweaked offer. Essentially, you're throwing darts and hoping that something sticks. Your cost per client is high because you're doing volume marketing when you should be doing more precision marketing. With business intelligence, you know exactly which 200 people in that list are active and in the buying window right now based on what they've clicked or what pages they've visited, how long they've been in your world, what they've purchased before. You send those 200 people a specific message about a specific offer that addresses exactly where they are right now. Your conversion rate is 4 times the old broadcast approach. Your cost per acquisition drops, revenue goes up. And it's not because you got lucky, it's because you stopped guessing. The businesses that have this working, they're not necessarily working harder, they're just seeing things that their competitors can't see. And this connects directly to everything else that I'm going to cover in videos like this. You see, there's a marketing strategy that I've used for 25 years called account-based marketing, or ABM. And in my opinion, it's the most effective client acquisition approach available to service businesses right now. It's built on a simple idea. Stop marketing to everyone and start focusing your entire effort on the exact right people at the exact right time. Large B2B companies have used this for years to close massive deals, and it's completely accessible to small service businesses because AI made the business intelligence layer that powers it affordable. And it all starts with understanding what business intelligence is and why it's the foundation that everything else rests on. Now, I want to address something that might still be hanging out in your mind. You might be thinking something like, Chris, this sounds great, but I'm not technical. I don't have a data team, and I'm already wearing 12 different hats in my business, and I don't have bandwidth for one more complicated thing. Listen, I hear you. And my promise to you is this. The barrier to business intelligence today is not technical skill or budget, and it's certainly not bandwidth. It's knowing what questions to ask about your business, which questions, when answered, would change who you target in your marketing, which would tell you exactly where your next 10 clients are already hiding in your existing network. Those are business questions, not data questions. And every experienced entrepreneur I know already has them. They've just never had a system that could answer them reliably. And that's what I want to give you in this series of videos. And if you want to work through it with me live with a bunch of other entrepreneurs who are building this exact system, well, that's what my free weekly workshop on account-based marketing is about. You just have to go to abmclass.com. We focus specifically on business intelligence, AI, and LinkedIn, how to find your perfect prospect and get them to pay attention to you. No pitching, no spray and pray, just a smarter, more targeted approach. So abmclass.com, the link is somewhere around. Head over. It's completely free. I really think you're going to love it. Okay, real quick. Business intelligence is not software. It's the practice of turning your existing data into intelligence so you can make better decisions, better marketing decisions. And remember, there are 3 layers to it. What happened, why it happened, and what to do next. Most businesses are stuck just on layer 1. The growth is in layers 2 and 3. And AI eliminated every barrier that used to make this inaccessible to small businesses. The playing field is now level. The only question is whether you're going to leverage the power of it so that you can make those better decisions. So here's what I want you to do right now. Pop this in the comments below. What is the one marketing or growth question that you have about your business that you wish you had a clear, reliable answer to? Whatever that question is, that's exactly where your business intelligence system starts. I read and respond to every single comment. And if you're ready to stop waiting and you want to start building this, come to my free workshop. Go to abmclass.com. Every week, we work through how to use AI and business intelligence to land your best clients on LinkedIn. It's completely free, it's live, and it's the fastest way to take what you're learning in this video and other videos that I make and actually put it to work. So visit that link and come on in to that free class. And while everything that we worked on today is important, it might not be the only thing that you need right now. So I'm going to put a link on the screen for another video that YouTube thinks is going to be important for you. Why don't you go ahead and check that out right now, and I'll see you in the next video.